Let's start with A1C. So A1C, I would guess that everybody's familiar with it, right? It's a very simple test to run. It's a finger stick, and it takes about 6 minutes to run on the analyzer, and you get your results. So what it tells us what your body has been doing with regard to sugar for the last 3 months. Okay, so we have a glucose test that will tell us about your glucose levels, at the time when you had the blood draw done. But A1C will tell us the percentage of how much sugar is coating your red blood cells, which transport oxygen, how much of that is occurring. And so it will tell us how much of that has been happening over the last 3 months. So it's a percentage, and we can see, I don't remember what your percentage was, Steph.
So mine was 5.5.
Which is perfect. It's normal. And Shannon's was 5.2. So anything below 5.7 is normal, which means you're not at risk for diabetes, right? So your doctor or yourself, you want to look at your A1C results to tell you what your risk for diabetes is. Because as I mentioned, it's a 3-month snapshot, right? It's a snapshot of what's been going on in your body regarding sugar and how you're metabolizing sugar for the last 3 months. So anything less than 5.7%, you're in the normal range. You're not at risk for having diabetes. Yes, Shanna?
Can we speak to what impacts that number?
Yes.
It's not just eating candy, but there's also potato chips, Fritos, processed dips. Obviously, you have your soda full of fructose, your fruit juices that are not, that have a lot of fillers, if you will, other ingredients. It's not
corn syrup, all those things. Anything that's processed, that can be quickly broken down into glucose, but then stays around in your bloodstream, right? We do need glucose for energy, but high fructose corn syrup, no, that is bad. You have to eliminate that from your diet. Any processed foods.
Diet soda, I hear, is worse than regular soda.
No soda at all. No, nothing with dextrose, nothing with maltose. We can't, it's not advisable to have any of those things. So, which I think most people we know that we shouldn't be eating those things, but somehow we do. We might still have it. It's in the foods that we don't realize it's there, right? Which is why you really need to know what to look for on the ingredients label, right? So anything with high fructose corn syrup, fructose, dextrose, no.
Right. And the other thing
you guys could think of?
Yeah, well, and one of the things that it's not just about what you're putting in your mouth. It's how you're metabolizing what you're putting in your mouth. And I know that digestive health could play a role in how those simple carbohydrates are not just broken down, but how they're utilized. And so if you're somebody that has said, I've cut sugars completely out and I still have this high A1C, have them look at other things. Are you digesting and breaking down things effectively? Are you using movement like exercise, to utilize and burn that glucose that's in your system and things like that? So I just wanted to create a bigger picture about, that. Are you drinking enough water to flush out those excess sugars? The body will view excess sugars like toxins, right? I mean, it's too much for your body. And so anything we can do, drinking, clean water that's going to help flush toxins as well. exercise kicks in that lymphatic system that helps, clean house. So
Yes.
it's kind of a whole picture, and I want to make sure everybody understands that.
Absolutely. Yes. Which is why we're looking at all these different analytes.
Right.
Because we want to get the as complete as we can picture of what is going on in an individual's body. How are they? We want to look at how the different systems in our body, how they're working. Mm-hmm. And so, which is why this is such a comprehensive blood panel. But as we go through it, you'll see it'll become clear right away, where the deficiencies are and what what you're missing. And it's most of the time very easy to correct. I can't stress it enough. I know we've all heard it, but maybe we don't really understand what it means, diet, lifestyle, exercise, right? So if there is one thing that a person can do to really improve their overall health, it's exercise. It doesn't matter, you just exercise just makes a lot of stimulate a lot of processes in our body that are beneficial, and then that starts a chain reaction of producing all the good biomarkers and metabolites in our bodies. So with hemoglobin A1C, right? So below 5.7%, you're fine. If you're between 5.7 and 6.4, you're pre-diabetic, okay? And 6.5 and above, you would be diagnosed with diabetes.